Close to 1 in 4 charities and community organisations here believe they may be put out of business by a decline in state grants and private donations. They were responding to a survey of more than 150 voluntary groups conducted last month.
From independent hospitals to hostels like this one, about 650 charities depend on the HSE alone for €4 billion worth of grants each year.
It's a tiny bit of that kind of aid that keeps Christy and James from perishing tonight. Dublin's Catholic Archdiocese runs the South Inner City hostel that they and scores of others depend on. But the head of the diocese's social agency says the recession is squeezing its services.
Next year now we know that there's going to be cuts coming again for the voluntary sector. And what do we do? Who do we decide to stop the service to? Do we reduce the number of beds we're offering to people who are homeless? Do we stop providing information and advice to people who need it in relation to their housing and welfare rights? Do we stop providing meals to people? Those are very serious questions that we're going to have to look at now in the new year.
The Wheels survey found that in the past year, 21% of member organisations experienced a decline in state funding, while next year 23% said they could cease operations entirely because of declining resources. It reports that between May and last month, 36% of member organisations experienced a decline in donations from the public. 22% said they had reduced their services, while over half had suspended or delayed projects they were hoping to roll out. The survey organisers are urging you and me to give more time and money to charities, voluntary organisations and community groups, and it says political leaders also have a role to play.
Ensure that those who can afford to pay more through increasing the tax take, we'd be well on the way to plotting a way out of the current economic and social crisis.
Joe Little, RTE News, Dublin.